Greetings, greetings, greetings and salutations one and all. How you doing, how you doing, how you doing? Yeah, making changes tonight, visual changes, you see me? I want to welcome everybody who have it locked right now, those tuning on TuneIn Radio, the night shift with DJ Kevin Stew, rockbox.net, and all the affiliates taking the show. Good evening, good morning, good day to you wherever you are in the world. Of course, those who are locked in on PEMGTV.com and the home of the night shift, kevinstew.com. Glad to have you. Couldn't do it without you, and believe me, I wouldn't even want to try.
Hey! Guess hey, she bad, turn up, double M, favor. Guess hey, she bad, yeah, she bad, she bad, she bad, she bad, so she bad, oh Lord.
Yeah, she bad.
Double M on the remix, yeah.
The sound of Turner, Marshall Montana.
When you wind up your body, girl, you're making Marshall Wayo.
And Flavor.
If I ever get your body, girl, I feel like I win a medal.
The track is called Shit Bad.
Champion wine and no girl can't take it from you. No, no, love it like between island and they go. The way she whine it, whine it, whine it, whine it, whine it. The way she whine. The way she bang it, bang it, bang it, bang it, bang it. She did blow my mind. Oh, the way she bounce it, bounce it, bounce it, bounce it, bounce it, yeah. She did make me go low. The way she did roll, yeah. Lord, she bad, she bad, she bad. She shake out that bum body, girl, yeah bad, yeah bad. Badang, badang, badang. Walk down the road and you know that the girl yeah bad. When she walk back down, it's the same damn motion. My baby, but she bad for two. I swear to God, I can't deny you. Sweet love is she give me.
Hey Marlon, thank you for warming up everybody for me. I humbly take the baton from you, sir. I want to say big ups to Marlon Borrell, host of the Real Rockers show. You'll hear him on rockthebox.net just before I come on a Monday and Wednesday.
She walk down the road and you know that the girl labor. When she walk back down, it's the same damn motion. Baby, don't leave me. Oh, Lord.
You can also catch him live each month in a VP live showcase.
Time upon you get
This month then there'll be
the girl back from my man. I hear the whole world them start balling. Look the girl back from my man.
Teddy Greaves,
Whole world them start jumping. Look
Lee Kelly,
from my man. I hear the whole world them start shaking. Look the girl.
and the Rose Among the Thorns, Lady Tia.
Lord, she bad, she bad, she bad.
Yeah, you don't want to miss that one either.
And she bad, she bad. She walk down the road and you know that the girl lay bad. When she walk back down, it's the same damn motion.
So the number to get you in touch tonight,
Hey,
773-789-STEW, 773-789-7839.
yeah, she bad, she bad, she bad, she bad.
You can call, you can text.
Yeah,
Of course, I encourage you to
girl, why you
join me on kevinstew.com. You can join in the chat room.
body, girl, you're making Marshall, why you? Oh, Lord. If I
And this segment of the show is brought to you courtesy of Paul C Media Group, and being in a moment is priceless. I'm
champion wine and
gonna go ahead and give them a call.
no, no, love it like between islands and they go.
They'll capture your moment for you, or they'll stream your moment for you. Either way, if you can videotape it,
She did blow my mind.
you can stream it. You have options. 754-999-6020. That's 754-999-6020. Tell them DJ Kevin Stew sent you.
She shake out that bum body, girl, you
They can even hook you up with what you're watching right now on kevinstew.com. You see this? All this that's going on right here?
bad. When she walk back down, yes, she say.
Pulse Media can hook you up with this.
My baby, but she bad for two. I swear to God, I can't deny you. Sweet love is she give for me. Roller, roller, roller coaster. Now you just got the my medulla. Oh, why, baby? Oh, my baby, bad. She better than. She better than. Oh, my baby, hot.
With this being the night where I close out the night shift week, I just want to remind you, or just, well, those of you who didn't know, which is the majority, come Monday in Community and Finance, special guest, Wild Tree. Yeah, you don't want to miss that one. I'm kind of excited about it, are you?
Baby, don't leave me. Oh, Lord. Don't leave me at all. If I was a short man, oh, I climb up on you, get tall. The girl back from my man. I hear the whole world, them start balling.
So, this past weekend was really interesting.
Love the girl back from my man. I hear the whole world, them start
I went out celebrating the Earth date of one of my friends, and at his event I know of two separate incidents where a woman was approached by a man, or a couple of men in some cases, and the interaction was less than desirable on the ladies' parts, and I am hopeful that we'll get to hear those stories tonight. I I was in stitches because I witnessed one of the incidents myself. It happened right before my eyes, and I was cracking up. And I don't think anybody else really saw what was going on. And I was even asked, "What's wrong with you? Why are you laughing like that?" And I was just like, I'm going to have to tell you later. But there's no way for me to really tell that story without you hearing the story from the female side. I can only tell you what I saw. But when you hear the full story, then you really get it. But before that happens, yes, I am wearing my glasses tonight. Before that happens, I want to run through some things that I found as it relates to how men should approach women. And it's interesting when you look at it from a female's perspective and when you look at it from a male's perspective. According to the females, if a woman catches your eye, then you need to be careful how you proceed with your approach. There's nothing wrong with approaching a woman, and it is kind of expected that you'd want to do that, because if you don't do that, then you won't meet them, and if you're interested, then it'll just go that, okay, you saw someone that you were interested in. But it's not always the case that you're interested in them for a romantic connection. Sometimes you just see the person and appreciate how they put themselves together. You won't get to develop a relationship of any sort, whether platonic or erotic, without approaching them. Now, it's important to hit the right tone when you're initiating a conversation with a stranger, because nothing is less romantic than creeping someone out at Jump Street. There are some women that have shared their best tips for a man when it comes to them being approached. And so, as Marlon said he was going to do, he was going to take notes. And whether he's taking notes for himself or he's taking notes for a friend, Marlon said he's taking notes. There are some people that I really don't think need to take notes, Marlon being one of them, but that is just my opinion. Because Marlon is a boss. You know? Okay. So, first thing, gentlemen, you want to avoid commenting on her appearance. Kukla 1994 says, to me, commenting on physical appearance is the worst thing to do. It's like you're saying, hey, I've been looking at your body and I decided I want to bed you. I shall now proceed to ask you enough questions about yourself until you let me do so. Saying or asking something randomly or witty about something happening in the environment, Kakula says, is your best bet. Sorry, Kukla. Yeah, messing up her name. Too Many Eels says, try to strike up conversation about a normal thing. Alright, hold on, stick up in. Normal in whose eyes though? Because my normal might be slightly different from your normal. So, Too Many Eels says, strike up a conversation about a normal thing. Mention the book you're reading or they're reading, the game, movie, or whatever is on their t-shirt. Mention even the weather. And if they do not reciprocate or seem interested, then do not. Repeat. Do not keep pestering them. So hold on. Let me ask this. Good evening, #happy. Let me ask this. You're pestering them, but there's acceptable pestering and unacceptable pestering? Because what Too Many Heels is saying is do not keep pestering them. So the approach is pestering. Ladies, I'd love to hear from you guys. Oh my goodness, please stop pestering them. Stop pestering them, especially if they flat out are not replying or are only doing so in a very I feel comfortable and awkward kind of a way that says just please leave. So there's the pestering that is acceptable, and then there is I feel uncomfortable and awkward, please leave kind of pestering. Okay. Alright, Too Many Heels. Too Many Eels. No Y, no H. Texas Hilo, or Texas Shiloh, depending on where you emphasize the phrasing, says, if she doesn't seem interested, as in if she starts to look away, or she's giving short answers, then that is where you might want to take 2 steps back. Some women want a little pestering. That's what I said to Marlon. Well, no, that's not what I said. But yeah, I'll go with you because you're a boss. Oh, they're playing hard to get, so they want you to pester them. Then is that really pestering, or is that encouraging in a roundabout kind of a way? I don't know. 773-789 stew. Ladies, 773-789-7839. Gentlemen, it's the same number. Because I'll take it from both sides. Let me rephrase that. I'll accept information coming in from both sides. If she says go away, she's not playing hard to get. Okay, I'll take that. There's nothing to read between the lines with go away. So Texas Shiloh says, I feel like that's where a lot of men fail, going past that point and not giving no man space. Sound kind of rough. You have to pick up on it fast. It's a fine line. Oh, it's a fine line. You have to pick up on it fast. Yeah. It would be a fine line, wouldn't it? Kukla again says, for me, it's more like when shouldn't you approach me? On public transport with headphones on, or I'm clearly busy, do not approach. I am not in the mood for contact. If I'm just reading in a cafe or shopping, then a nice, hey, I saw you and you seem like a cool person to talk to, or something not related to my appearance, then I'll probably be game. Okay. Kukla, 1994 sounds like the kind of female that kind of stands out. You know what I mean? They go out and they just go padow. Here I am. That's the impression I am getting from Kukla 1994. What she is saying. But Happy says the line ain't that fine, Marlon. No, the line may not be that fine, but she is. Kukla says, I've had guys approach me in coffee shops where I'm reading or working to ask what I'm doing. Okay. Seriously? If it's obvious, then they're being obvious. If I need to concentrate, I'll tell them super nicely. But oftentimes, I'm okay with procrastinating and just messing around about my degree. Bring me something intellectual. Okay. Again, see, this is why I am saying that Kukla 1994 sounds like someone who aesthetically stands out. Alright. Nerdston says, confidence, not arrogance. So ditch the cockiness. Learn the line. Because arrogance is the least attractive thing in the world. To her, it is anyway. Honestly, I welcome any conversation. And I'm not going to think you're a creep if you come to me and just talk like you're comfortable. Okay. Nerdston, about talking like you're comfortable. There's some things that some guys say when they're comfortable with people versus things that they would not say. And to just put it out there like that they should talk to you like like they're comfortable. I'd hold off on that one. I can tell if you're nervous, and I'm not going to judge you for it, as long as you're not making unsolicited comments about my appearance or trying some creepy line on me. We should have a nice conversation otherwise. Okay, cool. I get that. So, you're the kind that recognize that you make men nervous, Nerdson. So, okay. Ladies, 773-789-STEW, 773-789-7839. I'd like to hear some of your interactions. Alright, so Nugget Boob, it's okay. Nugget Boob says, I feel like humor is something that is always a great icebreaker or thought provoking questions. If they're not interested by that stuff, they're probably a boring person to talk to anyway. So her take is make me smile. If you make me smile, then you're in. Mosaic Blur says the best way is to make a comment or observation about something that is happening in the room. She'll probably have an opinion on it or not mind discussing some more. So, okay. Let's hope that is something that they don't find dumb. And maybe, just maybe, you might be off to the races. But if you're in the club, DJ is playing some music and you walk over, what then? You're going to talk about something in the room? Yeah, the club. Moral Var says, never attempt to compliment a woman by putting another woman down. You need to respect the sisterhood. As an example, do not say something like, wow, you're so much smarter than the other girls. Because that right there is a huge red flag. Ladies, how many of you have been approached with that line? And guys, how many of you have used that line? I have to ask that question. I have to ask both groups that question because it may not work on someone as well as it may work on others. If she has low self-esteem and has been put down all along, and you walk up to her and you use a line like that, you should be in the money. I'm just saying. BMS 618 says, compliment her style, not her body. If you open with a compliment like, go ahead and make it genuine and about something she wasn't born with. Something along the line of, I constantly get your eyes are so pretty. And I'm so awkward and never know what to say. And one time I said, hey, thanks. I got them for my birthday. Now that is a good line. But you got the your eyes are pretty line, Marlon? That's interesting. Okay. So let's flip this a little bit just for a moment. Marlon, you've got the your eyes are so pretty line. How did that work out for you? I'm curious. The line is open. And those of you who are tuned in and can't go ahead and make a phone call, you can use Skype, kevin.stew, or you can search for me by way of my email, djkevinstew@gmail.com. And of course, there's a chat room, kevinstew.com. You can just go ahead and be anonymous in the chat room if you so desire. It's fine. But Skype is available. Call me on Messenger, on Facebook Messenger. Go ahead. I'll take the call. Marlon, tell me, how did that work out for you? Let me see. Got another message here. Okay. All right. Not the eyes, the you're so much smarter line. Oh, you got the you're so much smarter line? Again, how did that work out for you? Were you put in the friend zone because you're smart? How did that go? Mud Venus. I don't know where these ladies find these names, but Mud Venus says, ask yourself why you're interested in talking to this girl in the first place. If your only answer is she's pretty, then move it along. You're probably one of 5 guys in shouting distance that thinks that very same thing. But if it's her style, a book she's reading, or something more tangible, then just being attractive, something more tangible than just being attractive, start with that. Cool, I can start with that. Would I be using that? But, maybe I should do a social experiment. Just maybe. So, Mud Venus says, think about what makes her different. Ultimately, that's what she's saying. And Sasha 12 says, Sansha 12 says, don't talk to them like they're girls. Talk to them like they are people. Do not overthink it. So girls are not people? I don't get it. Is there a different way to talk to people and a different way to talk from talking to girls? Is the assumption that if a guy talks to a girl that they want to jump in their pants? Is that the assumption? Because typically I talk to people all the time. And there are people of all shapes and sizes, all cultures and races. And do I want to get into their pants all the time? No. I got pants of my own. I'm good. Oh, it turns out that she's attracted to intelligence? Is that recently? You're talking the present tense, Marlon. Is that recent? Let me get all up in your business now. Is that recent? 29 minutes after the hour. We're going to take a quick little break. When we come back, all being well, we should be able to get some stories, some real life stories. 773-789-STEW, 773-789-7839. I'll take them one at a time. I'll take them all at once. I don't mind. Just, all up in Marlon's business. Just call. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
It's easy. Just call us. 754-999-6020. Become a host today and place a TV monitor in a strategic location so it's easy to see. Get a 1-minute video ad or longer that plays anywhere in our network. Can't be a host? No problem. For a few dollars, we'll run your 30-second video ad. A host can run announcement specials like buy one get one free or discount ads. Let's turn your flyers into a 30-second video with music or a voiceover, or let us create and run your video ad with a spokesperson. Take advantage of our early enrollment discount. Join us today. Your ad will be seen at least 30 times per day in your AdShare TV neighborhood. It's easy. Just call us. 754-999-6020. AdShare TV, part of Pulsing Media Group.
Music and Grave Lounge presents ISM, Mr. Vegas album release party, Saturday, September 15 at Grave Lounge, 4519 North Pine Island Road, Sunrise, Florida. ISM, Mr. Vegas, 20 years of hits, featuring Renaissance Disco, DJ Wizard, hosted by TC Flex and Jody and Gray. For info, 954-740-3258. That's 954-740-3258. Thanks, Mr.
Are you crazy about the music industry? You aspire to hit it big in music? Or maybe you've sweated out a soulful killer beat and are now stuck finding it's not as easy as it looked. Oh, but it can be easy for you with JTMC. We've been there, we know how it feels, so we solve challenges like production, promotion, marketing, branding and development, and more. With over 30 years of experience, JTMC is a one-stop shop for artists. We handle your graphic design, writing services, PR, as well as event planning, e-blasts, artist management and bookings, so also your website and social media needs as well. We're experts in using creativity to persuade audiences on behalf of artists, drawing on our diverse experience to create projects that connect with audiences intellectually and emotionally. Artist success is everything to us, and our years of experience and commitment will be behind you for every one of your needs. If you've got music for the world to hear, whether you're a new or established artist, visit us at jtmcenterprise.com.
Greetings, Massive and Crew is the second annual Caribbean Celeb Basketball Game 2018 featuring FFY Team versus BP Records Team, going down on Saturday, October 6th at the Sunset Lakes Community Center Indoor Basketball Gym, 2801 Southwest 186th Avenue, Miramar, Florida. Is going to be at 1:30 p.m. It's a free event. This year's event is in aid of the Shaq's Hope Foundation in order to help those affected by sickle cell disease. Donations will be accepted at the game. Special appearance by Miss Jamaica, Florida 2018, Dion Calendar. Commentary by Sir Rockwell, Nico Rebel, and Echo Slim. Big up our sponsors: Daflick Radio, Elite Global, JTMC Enterprise, Rock the Box, The Foundation Radio, South Florida Caribbean News, Music Meets Sports, Reggae Flavors, Real Rockers, All Time Printing, Heavy Beat, Vin Studio, Gifted Roots, GMAC Music Solutions, Miss Jamaica, Florida, Carib Vibes, Like That, and Kevin Stew. It's the second annual Caribbean Celeb Basketball Game.
It's Christina representing for DJ Kevin. You see me, I say, I don't know the boss. You see me, I say, DJ Kevin Stew and the Night Shift Radio Show. Yo, it at the thing, turn up the thing loud. Whoa, DJ Kevin Stew at the heart of a champion. Never underestimate, just choose him. The silver line behind the dark clouds. DJ Kevin Stew believing, and that's no doubt. Salute the Night Shift Radio Show, Christina. It's a hot it up, loud. The beast.
A boy no have no approach, so a girl call him insect, for instance a roach. Yeah, boy takes sex, so the girl go call him insect, big insect. Woman call him boy insect, he no got no approach. Mosquito fly him a roach. Him one like a animal, girls no keep no support. Him have a animal approach. La 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 la. One no have approach, King Kong that fella. Approach a girl wrong at all, but hey girl come here. But woman and insect friend. No way to chat to him, you know better. Him coming like the insect, them and your cellar. Why you shoulda take a insect? Be a lover, make him know you allergic to mosquito. You have your mosquito destroyer. Call him insect, and him no got no approach. Mosquito fly him a roach. Him not like a animal, girls no give him no support. Him have an animal approach. No boy I take this woman thing for joke. When them see a woman a handle them goes. That you hear the most, you feel bad, you want to because a guy don't have no woman approach. The girl tell him no and the boy still a force. Up him let herself like him want to get close. So she just dip in her bag for your beer gun spray and psh, she spray the roach. Cause she woulda never give a roach any blind. No mosquito, no ants, no fly. And if a guy turn round and ask me why, me I go tell him say she no want no insect die. Oh man, call the boy insect, he no got no approach. Mosquito fly him a roach. Him one like a animal, girls no give him no support.
Call the boy insect.
Oh man, if the boys
that sound rough.
he coulda rich little more, you no careless. You wanna ready, but he look like he no here yet. Say you no in a number with no insect, but so.
I will take this one more from the top.
Roach, so I don't call him insect, for instance a roach. Yeah,
I call the boy insect.
Call him insect, big insect. Woman call the boy insect, he no got no approach. Mosquito fly him a roach. He one like a
This segment of the show is brought to you courtesy of GMAC Music Solutions,
approach.
providing audio engineers, DJs, bands, musicians, singers, PA systems, lighting for stage production services. Oh Lord, they got the hookup. Give them a call, 754-307-GMAC. I did all that with one breath. 754-307-4622. it shows I got some skills.
Like an animal, girls no give no support. They my man approach. No boy, I take this woman thing for joke.
I want to welcome you guys back.
That you hear more, she feel bad, you want to because I
It's on a general degree.
oh man approach. The girl tell him no.
The track is called Insect.
Pop him like herself like him want to get close. So she just tip in her bag for your beer gun spray and psh, she spray the roach. She woulda never give a roach any blind. No mosquito, no ants, no fly. And if a guy turn round and ask me why, me I go tell him say she no want no insect.
I'm taking it you're really liking this song.
Insect you no got no approach.
I'm really. Is it that you're really liking this song, or you have a story, or both? I'll take both.
Or both.
Most of you will recognize this voice. Oh my goodness. Good evening. How are you?
Good evening, DJ Kevin Stu. I am fine.
No. This is one of this. I need you to share this story because I saw the tail end of it all, and that was hilarious to me. But you can't laugh before you start telling the story. So
Okay, I'll try it. I'll stop. I'll rein it in.
if you can, if only you can. So, okay, because, all right, go ahead. Your story time.
Okay, here's how not to approach. Marlon thinks I have plenty of stories. Marlon and I have plenty of stories.
I just want to hear this most recent one.
Okay, the most recent one, well, for the sake of the show,
Yes.
the most recent one. There's been some after that as well.
Of course.
But we'll use this one for that you mentioned in the post.
Yes.
I was one of those at that event, and man, I won't even say a gentleman because I'm just not going to give him all of that. But a man approached me at the event at the club, and he walks up, and his first words were, "I know I am being presumptuous."
Okay.
Which was the first thing that kind of shut him down. Because if you feel like you're being that way, then why continue? And he said, "I know I'm being presumptuous." Let me say my opinion for that. I know I'm being presumptuous, but I've been looking at you for a while now, and I just wanted to come over and get your phone number, talk to you. I want to talk to you after this. I'm not from around here. I'm from Jamaica, but I'm up here visiting, but I plan on coming back up here. And I just really want to, talk to you. I really want to talk to you on WhatsApp. Can I talk to you on WhatsApp? Can I talk to you on WhatsApp? Can I call you? Let me call you. Give me your number. Let me call you. And the whole time I'm telling him no. And not only am I saying no, I'm shaking my head no. And so he says, "But can I call you? Can I just talk to you for a little while?" No. I would literally let you really get like this. We can chat on WhatsApp. No. and he's like, well, how about if I just give me a number? No. Well, how about I just give you my number then? No. And we can chat on WhatsApp. No. And that is how this conversation had gone. And it had gone. It was just, everything he said, I told him no. And I shook my head no to make sure, in case he wasn't hearing me, that he would see me say no. And then he's not in, because I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt that there's music playing.
Okay.
And as well, because we are at a party. And I wanted to make sure that he understood that my answer was no. But he's not one for, he's persistent. I give him that much. He doesn't give up easily. That's all I can give him, you know. But, then after all of that, he reaches into his pocket and he tells me, here, you can have the option of call. If you want to use this, fine, call me. And he hands me this, at some point, I'm sure it was probably his business card. But at this point, it was a soggy kind of old piece of paper that he had probably washed a couple of times in his pocket that was folded over at the corner and just kind of like old as all get out. And I'm wondering how many times did he get it out and it was given back to him, and he just kind of like, he didn't take it out of his wallet. He just kind of just reached in his pocket and pulled it out and handed it to me. At which point, which what you saw.
Right.
You know, and when I looked at the card and just tossed it on the table because there's no way in the world. I mean, I've already told him no, and that kind of really solidified it for me. It's like there was nothing happening here ever. This was going absolutely nowhere. But yeah, this is how you present yourself. You know, if you cannot present yourself, if you're going to give a woman a business card, if you're going to give anybody a business card, and you want them to actually use it, then you need to give them something that's usable. Right. You know, I mean, just that you want them to. That's not the memory you want to leave behind. You know, this is a representation of you. So you know, you're represented by your business card, and that showed me a whole lot about this guy. But he didn't give up there. He did not give up there because as I was walking out. He came up to me and asked me, can I have this dance? So I'm like, I'm obviously walking to the door. I said, I'm leaving. Then he said, because he stood in front of me, blocked me from walking out. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And now he finally got the I'm leaving and, oh, okay, and let me by kind of a thing. And then I'm like, I can't see what he saw because at this point he just looks, I know I had to look irritated by him. I mean, I wasn't giving him a smile, and I try to smile. I do. That's I'm kind of known for that. I try to smile. But at this point, I had nothing.
People, let me tell you, no lie. I saw this guy pull out this business card, or this what used to be a business card, and it looked like he's been going around with this card for about 5 years. And it has not seen a card holder since the moment he got it, probably. When she got this card, I saw this look on her face that I can't even describe the look on her face. And I couldn't do anything. When she put the card down on the table, I just lost it. And I was like, is this for real? And people are looking at me like, what's going on here? I was cracking up because this dude here, and he handed her the card with confidence. This is the part I guess he was so confident about how you'd think it was this pristine card. He went, dip in the pocket and went, whoosh. If it had sound effects, that's how it would come out. And he hands her the card. No, the reception of the card, the sound effects on that would be... It was disastrous. And I'm like, am I witnessing this for real? I'm like...
Yeah, it was pretty bad. If it looks bad and you're looking from the outside, and imagine how I felt.
But here's the thing. Here's the other thing. This guy is an attractive guy. I would think that he would be considered attractive. I didn't see anything physically wrong with this guy. You probably had a better look at him than I did. But the approach just made him really unattractive.
It actually did. It really did. He is not an unattractive man.
See?
He is not an unattractive man, but he has a very unattractive approach. You know, and so, you know, that just kind of, and granted, I wasn't interested one way or the other. You know, that was just the wrong night. You know? You know, and that has to be taken into consideration when people, you know, they have to, it's not always a good time.
Right.
And, you know, and the fact that he was not listening to me when I told him no, and the fact that he kept pushing and pushing and pushing, and I told him no, and I told him why my answer was no. And why it was a bad night, you know, and by giving him that much information, the fact that he gave me that card anyway, afterwards,
You know,
it just, you know, I don't know.
I guess he wanted to be your hero of some sort.
Yeah.
Not. So your bit of advice to guys would be what when approaching you?
If she looks uninterested, she probably is. If she looks like she doesn't want to be bothered, then she probably doesn't.
Mm.
You know, it's like you can go out to a club. Everyone is not at the club to meet somebody. Some of us go to dance. Some of us actually go to that for the party itself. You know, you go to a concert to watch the performers. You're there to hear the music. Everyone's not there to pick up somebody, and so you know if you see her standing there and she's by herself, you know it's a 50-50 shot. You never know. But if she looks like she doesn't want to be bothered really, and you've already offered to buy her a drink and she says no, you've already offered the phone number and she says no, and it's like it's very good possibility and it's very good likelihood that she's just not interested.
Just not into you. Mm.
Just let it go. I mean, it's like, and if you see she's dancing by herself and you want to go dance with her, it's worth a shot. Why not? But let it stay there. Let her lead a little bit. If she wants to dance with you again, or continue to dance, whatever. If she wants to dance with you the first time, then take that as a plus, and dance and walk away afterward.
Right.
Thank her for it and walk away. Let's go back to the old way of doing things, chivalry kind of thing. Like women like that stuff. We really do.
Let me ask you this: how important is that thanking her to you?
For the dance?
Yeah.
It's better than just simply walking away. I mean, it's a nice close.
Does it make a difference?
It does. It does because because it would make a difference for him, especially if he's trying to go any further than that. Yes, because it opens the door to a conversation. Thank you. And she may thank him back. And then he may have a door right there because now if she's in exhibit when you say thank you for the dance, she doesn't feel like she just kind of like this. Mm-hmm. Especially, just because it's kind of like to take advantage of her body kind of a thing.
Right.
Depending on how close you were getting during that dance and how close she allows you to be during that dance. And then maybe you can take that a little bit further. There's a door. Thank you. And it's hot, kind of get you something to drink. Maybe now she'll take that drink.
At minimum, there's a window. Even if there isn't a
window.
At minimum, there's a window.
Exactly. And it's slightly open. And so, just, take a chance. Take a chance at that point. But, if it's closed, then accept the fact that it's closed. A dance is a dance. That's all it is.
But,
in all honesty, that's all it is.
You know the song, What One Dance Can Do. Come on now.
It's a dance. If it's a window, it's a window, but it's still simply a dance. It may go nowhere from there. Let the music play.
As
Shannon says, right?
As Shannon says. I hear you. I thank you very much for sharing and giving your 2 cents to us men. Because, you see, this is one of the reasons I like talking to women, because it gives me pointers on how to advise my sons. Because It's yeah. I don't know, but my sons will be able to come up and do a whole lot of a better job than I did. So,
Yes, tell them all the things that you feel that and that's how we let them learn from other people's mistakes.
right,
I encourage my children to do the same thing. Learn from and myself. Learn from somebody else's mistakes. That way, you don't have to make them yourself. But if you're hard headed, you get the disappointment that goes along with it.
right.
You know?
I hope this guy learned something from Sunday night. I really hope he does. All right. Thank you very much for
You're welcome.
sharing with us. I'm hashtag happy that you did.
And when you have a longer show or another show, I have other stories for you as well.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Because I
Like
don't
how
know.
not to do it in the inbox approach. That's the other part of it, the inbox approach.
Well, you know what? Maybe I need to make a series out of this because this is the in-person approach. Now there's also the social media approach. So maybe yes, maybe I do need to do a second show, a follow-up to this one. How to approach on by way of social media. Yeah, and dating sites. Yes. Yes. You're a genius. You're a
I
genius. All right. Regardless of how you look, this is proof that good-looking people can be smart too. So, thank you very much.
I'm not even sure how to take that, but I'll say thank you.
just say thanks. Just say thanks. You know, there's a thought that say as a term goes, pretty dunce. That the good-looking ones are sometimes not as smart. Elevators don't go all the way to the top. So, Marlon, you have inbox stories. I am the only one who doesn't have inbox stories. What are you guys doing? What kind of email service you all have?
Calls in.
I don't have
You really should call in.
any inbox stories. I'm going to need Marlon to call in too. Trust and believe. All right. Thank you very much. Hashtag happy. All right. So, please continue tuning in and commenting in the chat.
My pleasure.
This here. All right. Good night.
Good day.
All right. So, I know of one other story from this same event that I am crossing my fingers that call will come in anytime now. You have Facebook inbox stories, Marlon. You see, so you have the you're smarter than the other guys. So that one was in person, right, Marlon? You see, this is oh boy. I need this other female story, and I need it kind of like no. Because, oh boy. 773-789-STEW is the number to get you in touch. 773-789-7839. You can call, you can text. I want to hear your stories too. If I haven't gotten a story from you, then you're holding out. And I don't want you to hold out. I want your story. Alright, so in the meantime, the art of charm says there's a way that men should approach a girl in public. And according to the art of charm, they say walk tall. And one of the easiest ways to display the sort of outward confidence you need when approaching women is to walk tall. Stand up straight and have a manly gait about your walk. Now, Is that to say you're to push everybody out your way? What exactly constitutes a manly gait about your walk? Feel free to copy icons of masculinity such as Clint Eastwood or Humphrey Bogart when you're first getting started. Clint Eastwood, Humphrey Bogart. Seriously? When you approach a woman in this way, you're showing confidence that's going to make everything else easier. Best of all, this works even if you're feeling confident. Even if you're not feeling confident, sorry. Don't be afraid to practice this at home before you head out to meet women. Walk tall. So, for those who are vertically challenged, on the inside, you're very tall. You're a basketball player. And you should walk as such. That's according to the art of charm. Hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
How are you?
I'm fine, good, thank you.
Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, this is my other call. This is the other story. Same event. Believe it or not, same event. And I am really and truly hoping it's a different guy. But
I think so. There were two. I got a 2-for-1 deal.
you got a 2-for-1 deal. So you got a meal deal. Okay, cool. So you got a special. Now, I start from the very top. Please. Let me hear your story.
Okay. All right, well, I went and I was outside waiting for my friend who was running a bit late.
Okay.
So as I was standing outside, one gentleman yelled at me. He was probably about 30 feet away, and he yelled for me to come to him. And so I turned to see if there was anyone behind me, because I thought clearly he's not talking to me. And so he said, I'm talking to you. And I said, well, if you want to talk to me, then you need to come to me.
Okay,
So
that's strike one as far as I know. I don't know a lot,
I really didn't think
but
he was
I
gonna
think
come.
that's strike one. Well, okay, go on.
Right. So he found out that I was waiting for my friend, and then all of a sudden he signaled for his friend to come over, and he says, okay, well, I got a friend that can talk to your friend, or, whichever you want, we just flip a coin. I said,
What?
okay, whatever.
Yes, flip a coin. He actually said that to you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wait, I didn't get this part of the story. Clearly, I didn't get this part of the story. Okay.
So I said, all right, whatever. So they've been there quite a few times before, so they said they never paid to go there. So I said, if you want, you can just go in with us, and that way you can just, you don't have to pay. So I said, oh, okay, no problem. So we went inside, and then we went to the bar, and my friend really didn't want to stick around because we already know if the thought process is if they pay for you to get in and then they pay for your drink, then they're stuck at your hip. But I that wasn't our plan, so they were just gracious enough to pay. So then we went to the bar and asked if we wanted a drink. And so I accepted the offer. And so the one who signaled for me to come decided he was going to take a step back, and then he let his friend buy the drink. So the friend purchased the drink and gave it to me. But before he left the bar, because I was standing behind, his friend was standing behind him, and I was standing behind his friend. So by the time he got the drink, he handed it to his friend, and the friend handed it to me. Then I guess he saw someone that he knew at the bar, and they started talking and talking and talking while I'm standing there sipping my drink. And then they started, she sat down in her chair, and he was standing next to her. So he started dancing with her, although she was sitting down.
Okay.
So I'm standing there sipping my drink, and I'm thinking, I said to his friend, so what's this all about? I just expect the least amount of respect, if nothing else. I didn't really want a hookup. But you would think if you're going to just buy the drink that you would at least stand around and have a conversation. And so his friend said, he's all right, you know, the coin flipped back. And so, in other words,
What?
he's busy, so let's just talk, you and I,
So,
and everything's good.
wait.
And I said, you know
Pause.
what?
Hold on. Time out. So, Guy One, we'll call him Guy One.
Hmm.
He takes you in. He buys you a drink, gives it to Guy Two to pass on to you.
Hmm.
And while Guy 2 passes you the drink, Guy 1 sees someone, another female he knows at the bar, starts talking to her. She sits down, he starts dancing with her as she sits at the bar.
Right.
And Guy 2 says what?
He says, all right, well, he's okay. Don't worry about it. The coin flipped. In other words, I can talk to you now since he's preoccupied.
Wow.
So I said, should I just take this drink and bash him over the head with it?
Wow.
I felt like doing, but I just said, you know what? I'm going to go to the restroom. So he grabbed my arm and he said, where are you going? I said, I got to go. I got to go to the restroom. And he said, don't worry, just talk. And I said, you know what? You two are sick. And I just took off to the vet.
Wow. You're right, Marlon. This is better than TV.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Okay. So on the list of things to not do, gentlemen, 1, do not say we'll flip a coin. 2, do not say the coin flipped.
Right.
And if you're going to say it to each other. Don't say it to the female. You said it to the female. Seriously. My goodness. All right. So, did you see them again for the remainder of the time that you were in the club?
Both of them, at different areas. Like they were kind of
Circling.
separate areas.
They were circling the club.
Yeah. So the one who asked me who told me about the coin flipping, he just had this odd look on his face, maybe slightly embarrassed, and I just looked at him and just kept on walking like I never said anything to him before.
Hashtag Happy says vultures. They were in rare form that night. I don't know.
And the thing is, they were older men. They were between 40 and, say, 48 years old. So you would kind of think sometimes that they know a little bit. They're a little better, a little more mature. Sometimes they're a little better, but it was just so childish. And ignorant.
Okay, so these guys are in their 40s. Anywhere between 40, you'd say 45, anywhere between 45 and 50.
Uh-huh.
So, what then are our young men supposed to do if this is what our so-called mature men are doing? Tell me,
Wonder.
when you heard him say, I know you said, should I hit him with this glass or dump this drink on him? But can you put that into words, how you felt?
I felt it was disrespectful. And not that I was expecting anything, but, you know, just give a woman the least amount of respect if you can't do anything else. He could have easily turned and said, hey, I'm talking to my friend, hold on to the drink, just give me 10 minutes, give me 5 minutes. But they got very comfortable very quickly as I'm standing there. So, you know, we weren't together since it was those two and me, and my friend, she was a little further up. So,
right.
But that's all he had to do, was just turn around and say, give me a minute. Have your drink. Just give me a second. I'll talk to you in a minute. That's all. Not even that, but after a couple of minutes, I just said, I need to move.
Hashtag Happy says they showed their game before they even walked inside the building. He disrespected her by shouting to get her attention.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what would you say would be something that would work as an approach? Yeah.
Well, initially, the approach, he could have come to me because when he called to me and I turned my head because like he was talking to someone behind me, although there was no one behind me. And I said, if you're talking to me, you need to come to me. And then when he came to me, I said, are you speaking to me? And he said, of course I'm speaking to you. I'm not talking to men. I don't like men. I'm not into men. I said, oh, Lord. I see a nice young lady. I'm talking to her. I'm talking to you. I said, okay. If I could have run at that moment, I probably should have. I would have run to the entrance. Text my friend, told him, meet me inside in the back.
Wow. So, you still gave him the benefit of the doubt, though? That he could potentially...
I just wasn't ready to go inside, so I figured I'll just stand outside. And then he brought his friend, so I figured, okay, maybe he's a little bit better. But there's like 2 peas in a pod, apparently. So, the friend didn't say much.
So, apparently the friend is a sidekick kind of a guy. The tag along.
They were in there together. They came together, so they were about to go in.
Okay. So, he basically took you in on his pass.
Right.
And offered you a drink to boot. So that part of it was we would say, okay, he maybe has some gentlemanly tendencies about him. Maybe.
Possibly.
Okay, cool. Did he say anything to you for the remainder of the night? You said you saw him at various points during...
Right, no. Just a look. And one was like, he looked a little odd, but he didn't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of like tilted his head to the side and shrugged his shoulder like, okay, what am I supposed to do? And then I just gave him a look in my head, whatever, and I just stayed to the other side. And as I walked around, and then I saw the other one. He was standing by himself, and there were no words or anything, and I just kept it moving.
Wow. No, and I'm gonna ask both you ladies this question. Does that experience make you not really want to revisit this particular place?
No, over the years, I don't frequent that particular place too much.
Mm-hmm.
For no reason at all. I just had other places to go that I go more often.
Right.
But no, not necessarily.
Okay. Hashtag happy. What about you? Would you? Well, the guy that in you know what, you could actually call back so I can talk to you. I could have both of you on the line at the same time. Okay, no, I don't blame the place. Those type of guys are everywhere. Okay, cool.
They are.
Alright. But I wonder if you became a regular to that place, would it be a better experience or not?
Usually if I just keep to myself. You know what's there.
Mm-hmm.
So there are women that go there with intentions to meet someone. I'm a talker, so I pretty much engage most people until they irritate me, and then I'll just walk away. But I will socialize. But I don't really go there with intentions to meet anyone, because in my head it's just, you don't really, that's not, I don't want, for lack of a better word, it's not quality from what I see or would want.
Okay.
So I just go there just to be there, hear the music, have a drink, and just chill. I'm not looking for a love connection.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask this: what then would you consider a good approach?
He could have come to me and said, "Good evening, how are you doing?" And through all that time, he never even said his name.
Oh,
Never asked my name and never said his name.
okay. So take
And
him out
I
of the
wasn't going
equation.
to offer my name.
Take him out of the equation. Generally speaking, what would you consider to be a good approach? One that would
A good approach?
actually you would be considerate of a conversation.
A simple hello, good evening, and maybe a compliment.
Complimenting the way
My hair, my dress, my shoes.
your smile, your shape, your attributes.
Right. Yeah. And even if there was no compliment, just a simple hello, good evening, how are you? And she can look at you with the blue eyes you roll eyes, or she could just smile and say, "Hi, good, I'm fine, thank you."
All
And
right.
then maybe another line.
So all evening I kind of took this from the perspective of someone of the opposite gender wanting to connect on somewhat of an an erotic level versus a platonic level. What if someone of the same gender wanted to connect on a platonic level? Would you say the approach should possibly be the same?
Sometimes I would say it would be a little different.
How so?
Of the same gender, there's a different connection. There's a different understanding. So I think it would just be a little more of a casual approach or casual introduction.
It would be more along the line of, "Oh, gee, I love your shoes. Where did you get those?"
Yes. Hey, girl.
But wouldn't that be the same approach that, and again, still with the same gender wanting more? Wouldn't they use the same approach?
I think sometimes with the same gender, there's a lot of nonverbal cues as well that you need to tune into.
Oh.
Mhm.
Hashtag happy. I need
Women
you
know.
to chime in on this one too. And if you could call
Women
back,
know.
that would be great. It's 1:15, and I'm going way left field with this, and it's fine. It's real talk, and this is what is really happening in our society right now. So, Marlon, you too. I happy. Just call. Sure. You see, people is the word, sure. Because it's an interesting thing. I would think that if a guy was smart, he would think to approach you as you generally females the same way. Let me go ahead and add this to the mix. Okay, are you there?
Uh,
Okay, so happy, Michelle, happy.
Uh-huh. Hi, Happy. Hi, Michelle.
All right. So everybody is acquainted. Marlon, you next. I don't know where you're waiting in the wings, because we still need to find out about the you being smart thing, Marlon. So let's just make it one big happy slumber party. All right, so we looked at the guy approaching, and immediately, because it's a guy approaching, you're going to think, okay, he wants to get with you. That's ultimately the goal.
No, not really.
Well, the guy says we can flip a coin, and comes back with that same coin statement. I guess the coin flipped. You have me now, kind of a deal. Happy with you, the guy says. I don't live here, but we can talk by WhatsApp. Can we talk by WhatsApp? I'll come back, and he was persistent. So clearly, there was some sort of physical attraction why the guy came to you, and it is more. I'm sure the impression you got is that it is more of wanting to have intimate relations in looser sense of using the word. Now, had it been a female that did the very same things, would you consider it the same way?
Absolutely.
Wait. Well, okay, that was happy. So, and Michelle, what says you?
I'm not sure if I would consider it the same as it was a female. I would have to cue into a couple more things, what she says, how she acts, and then I would come to a conclusion.
Okay. Because not that I've ever witnessed women meeting women in the club and becoming friends. I don't know how that works. As a guy, I know for us, well, in my case, let me speak for myself. Typically, the bonding agent is a female or a group of females that would have caught our eye in one way, shape, or form. Either they were dancing a certain way, or they were dressed a certain way, or they were acting a certain way, whatever it was. And as a result of us observing them, we became buddies, so to speak. And that is our bonding agent. So it's kind of different with guys. So I'm just kind of wondering, if you're approached by the same gender, how it really works. And I know that's kind of taboo in our society, especially those up from the Caribbean and Jamaica specifically. We tend to be more homophobic. But
Well, I've been in other states and other cities, and there's different races, and sometimes one female will approach me and then bring me into the group of other females, and they're all just drinking and dancing together, and it's just all
just having a good time.
women dancing.
Nothing to
Right.
it.
Right.
And I see that. I see that. I experienced that. The same thing that night, as a matter of fact. Women dancing together. The group that I hang out with, we tend to all dance together. But at the same time, you kind of know if a woman is hitting on you. I've been approached by enough women to know when a woman is hitting on me. I know this, and because the approach is pretty much the same as a guy. It's the same directive. It's the same kind of hoped for end result. If a guy approaches a woman and he's looking for a particular result to come out of it, and a woman is the same way. It's just the approach. I don't put a cultural thing with it, because I've been approached by plenty of Jamaican women looking for a love interest.
Really?
And I don't take it as any different than anybody else. Maybe because I'm natural making, but I don't know. They don't know until they meet me that I am or not. But I've had plenty of approaches that way. But it's just that people what they want you to see. But it's no. I don't see the real difference there. I know when a woman is approaching me, she'll come to me the same way a guy will come to me. And you can compliment a woman on her shoes. And you can compliment a woman on her shoes. Or you can compliment a woman on her dress, or you can compliment a woman on how she's wearing a dress.
Mm-hmm.
But I
And
have
it's different
complimented.
sounds to it. It's just like, are you wearing that dress or you are wearing that dress?
Well, I guess you're right.
Tone is everything.
I guess you're right, because
know?
I have complimented on shoes, I have complimented on dresses, and it was just that, a compliment and move on. And I actually remember one case where I did compliment someone, and they thought I was hitting on them. And I kind of had to shut that down real quick. And I was like, "Oh, no, sister. I just thought the shoes looked good. I didn't say you look good and all that." So I really had to flip it on her real quick, because she was kind of hyping up on me in an unattractive way, and I just really had to put her in her place real quick. And said, "The shoes look good. I would get that shoes and give it to someone I know and like." But it's this whole approach thing comes from two sides. Going back to where we originally started, gentlemen, you have to really approach these ladies, and you hear what these two ladies have been saying tonight. It's all about the approach. Don't come with this, "Oh, I am man, and I see you, and you look like someone that I should know, so you need to let me know you," kind of a deal. You catch a lot more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. So go sweet and charming if you can. If you can't, wait to get introduced to someone.
Please.
I don't think I
to
could
learn
say.
sweet and charming, because even if you get introduced, it's not going to help. If you're rude, you're rude. However it goes.
Yeah, but I think you stand a better chance if you're introduced by someone, because you don't really have to do much to get that hello in. That first hello is what would be the killer. So, all right, I need you guys here, just if you could just bear with me for just a few minutes before I go into my musical therapy. According to the art of charm, they say approach immediately. I said what they said first, walk tall. Then they said approach immediately. If you find yourself wondering if a woman noticed you or not, she probably did. Is that true, ladies?
Absolutely.
Okay.
If you're wondering if she did, she probably did.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, I go with that.
Okay. And that is why it is important to approach a woman in public immediately. The longer you wait, the more likely you are to seem creepy at worst and unconfident at best. Agree or disagree? This is in public now.
Agree.
I agree.
Okay. So they say just take a breath, gather yourself, and walk over. Rejection can be hard for a lot of men to deal with, but remember, you're never going to win the lottery without buying a ticket. So,
I agree.
To have success approaching girls in public, you first have to approach them. And sooner is better than later. And you agree that sooner is better than later. So,
Yes.
if you're out in public and I see you, I don't know you, I see you, our eyes meet, you're saying at that point, I should come over and say hello and not wait.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. I had a man at a club He sat at the bar and he stared at me for an entire almost 45 minutes to an hour. So I finally had to say something. I said, it would be easier if you just say hello or something. And then he started to laugh. So that kind of broke the ice. It was a little creepy.
Okay.
That ice would have been so solid. That would have been the most solid ice of the night. You could have cooled everyone's drink with that ice. That's just creepy.
I know. I thought it was an ex-con or something.
That ice would never have been broken by me.
Wow.
Maybe it helped him. Maybe he is kind of shy, but I found out. So I said, it's okay. I'm human. You can just say hello. And that's it. Just say hi.
That is
I don't bite.
interesting. So, okay. So first eye contact. Take your chances then, because you stand a better chance. Gentlemen, I hope you are taking notes. This is what is coming from the ladies directly. Next one, don't overthink it. Another benefit of approaching a female immediately is that it cuts down on a natural tendency to overthink your approach. The thing with your approach is that it has one very specific goal: to open a conversation, create the spark of interest, and get her wanting to talk to you more. I think they may be onto something with that. But someone could look at you and your eyes make 4, and you ladies are thinking, okay, I really hope this person doesn't think I'm checking them out. And the guy is thinking, boy, our eyes met. I think she likes me. Let me go over and say hi, using the immediate approach. But again, it's a lottery.
That's overthinking.
That's overthinking.
That's overthinking it.
Is the eyes met?
I mean,
it's at the same instant.
If the eyes met, then obviously, if your eyes met somebody's eyes, then there is an attention. You know, you caught her attention because she can see you without ever looking into your eyes.
Okay.
And so there is a spark of interest there. There's most likely some interest there. If if you caught her eyes, then there is most likely some interest there, or the opportunity for some interest to be displayed. So that's the time to strike while the iron is hot.
So you're saying that women don't look guys in the eyes unless they're interested?
I wouldn't. That opens the conversation.
Huh. I thought I was just being, just looking around, you're looking around, you see somebody's face, it might be a familiar face, and you're checking to make sure and your eyes meet, because they just happen to look at you at the same time. Because they're also looking around.
Well, this glancing is looking. You're seeing and is looking. You look at somebody, you catch them, you look them in the eyes. And you held their attention for even if it's just for a second. You're looking at their attention. If you aren't interested in looking at them, even if you caught eyes, you keep your eyes moving. You just keep going. You wouldn't try.
Right.
You wouldn't connect. But when every time there's a connection there, you have an opportunity. If she held your eyes, your attention.
Hello?
Hello, I'm here.
Wait, did we lose her?
I think so.
Oh, okay. I hope she calls back. I hope it's not a power cut. Did her phone die?
Think so.
I wanted to hear the rest of what she was saying.
Like.
But that is interesting, though. I never ever thought. Okay, here she is. I never thought about that. Okay, so I don't know what happened, but we lost you for a quick second. If you could just
hung up. I don't know.
Okay, it wasn't me. I can tell you that. All right, so I never would have thunk it. Your eyes met, then that means that there's a bit of interest. Whether it is just interested to have a conversation or interested some other way, but there's some sort of interest if your eyes meet. Not at a glance, but your eyes meet.
Right.
So if there's someone that you see every day in the same spot and your eyes meet, isn't that kind of natural?
Well, yeah, at that point, you've already established a relationship, in a sense, not a relationship, a familiarity. You saying you see the same person in the same spot every day.
Yeah.
You look for them at that point.
Oh, okay.
You know them in that way. And so it's not. If you weren't going to approach it, then you probably aren't going to approach it. Maybe you're just doing things a little bit slower.
Is it still creepy?
Just saying hello.
Is
if
it
you're
still
staring, it's absolutely creepy.
No, not staring, but your eyes meet every now and then, and it's at the same place because you take the bus together, for example, or you have lunch at the same place at the same time. Then, is it still creepy?
If you don't speak, if you don't acknowledge, at some point, yes, it is. To me, at that point, but I'm a friendly person.
Right.
So male or female, if I see the same person all the time, and on a regular basis, you should speak. Even if it's nothing more than good morning. I mean, I believe in speaking to people whether I've seen them before or not.
Mm-hmm.
But if you see somebody on a regular basis like that, by all means, you should absolutely speak. Otherwise, yeah, it's creepy. That's where it starts. Exactly.
All right, I have two more. Using body language and getting the phone number. When you talk to your guy friends, guys, they say you are not facing each other dead on. And similarly, you don't want to face a woman dead on when you approach her. Right? Wrong? True? False? You prefer not to be faced dead on, ladies?
With the guys friend? Go ahead, Michelle.
It depends. Depends on. There's a certain vibe you can pick up instantly.
Uh-huh.
And so, to me, it depends on that.
Okay. Happy?
Yeah, I would agree with what she said.
Okay, cool.
I would agree with that. It's not. It doesn't. I mean, because male friends, with just friends, I face them the same I would face any female friends. If you're friends, you're friends.
Right.
Gender really doesn't make a difference. I would agree. It's the vibe that they give off from that. If you're
right.
uncomfortable, then you don't step back. So however it goes, allow space.
Okay,
people have their space. You need to give people their room.
They're saying it is best to approach from the side or at very best pivot after your initial approach. Talk to her over your shoulder and turning in when you talk and turning slightly away when she does. So I'm talking to you, I kind of turn in and then give you a chance to talk and I kind of back off a little bit. They said that is more a natural way on the first time meeting to talk.
Is it?
That's what they say.
He's kind of scary to me. I don't know.
I don't know. And then when it comes to getting the number, now this is where the rubber meets the road. They're saying, especially approaching a woman in public, during the day or in a place other than a bar or a club, you want to get the number fast. And the way to do that is after you've gotten her interest and her attention, tell her that you need her number so that the two of you can get together. Hand her your phone, ready to accept her number. Then text her with something like, this is, fill in your name here at blank, the hottest guy you've seen all day with a smiley face. Would something like that work for you ladies?
I'm kind of cheap.
Not so fast. Yeah, not so fast. Meant for you to get the number, you'll get it, whether it takes 5 minutes, 30, 2 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You don't need to rush to
If
put
you're going to get it, you're going to get it. If not,
Exactly.
you're just not going to get it. No matter how much
Right.
theatrics you go through or whatever you do, it's like the cutesy little thing that you described or whatever like
So
that.
what's
It's not going
the
to get your number
what's
if you weren't
the
going to get it.
method though? What not the method necessarily that works for you. I don't want you to tip your hand now and show all your cards. But what's a method that you would recommend for a guy to say get your number?
I say,
That
tell
was
me
an
your
introduction.
number. I remember it.
Give me your card. You know, it's good to have business
So
cards.
the
It's
guy-
good to have cards. So
No.
they go all the way back.
So you're saying that the guy should give you their number, not ask for your number.
Mhm.
That's what you
Yeah,
say too,
exchange
Michelle.
cards.
Oh,
I say, just tell me your number. I'll remember it. I promise. And once you repeat it 3 or 4 times, they're so impressed,
okay.
and it's in there. And
All right. So you're saying you will not be taking a guy's phone to put your number in his phone.
I hate that. I don't
Okay.
like that.
Cool. I can work with that. This has been the JTMC segment of the show. Thank you very much, JTMC, Jonah, Marie, and crew, for sponsoring the segment. We rolled through the JTMC segment, and we're now in the Wake Up and Live segment, courtesy of Sir Rockwell and the Wake Up and Live show, coming to you tomorrow morning on rockthebox.net at 7 a.m. Start off your day with the Wake Up and Live show, Sir Rockwell. Ladies, I want to thank you for
Thank you.
a show that could not be scripted any better. I tell you, you guys, yeah, you made it all worthwhile. I learned a lot. Marlon kept very quiet over there in the chat room. He didn't call in.
He really did.
I am pretty sure his notepad is filled with notes right about now because he said he was going to be taking notes.
Okay.
But Marlon is a shrewd kind of a guy. He's going to take these notes and package it nicely. Go to the single guys he knows and say, see these notes right here? These are notes handed down by women that have turned men down. These notes will get you to say yes. I will sell them to you at $20 a line. No, he says something in the chat room.
You're welcome, Marlon.
Thank you,
I wanna cut.
thank you, ladies. All right, this now I get to roll into the musical therapy and close out the night shift week with a smile on my face. And oh, you did try to call Marlon?
I will hang up. Let Marlon call. I will hang up.
Seriously? All right, Marlon.
Okay.
Well,
Thank you.
I don't know how you got busy. Oh, Marlon said next time. Marlon, you are listen. You are in. I don't know how it is busy. It should have come through. You know what? I'll call Marlon. I will call Marlon. Hold on, ladies. I am going to call Marlon. Say this notebook is filled. I am going to call Marlon right now before we jump out of this. Hold on. Marlon, you need to answer your phone, sir. I'm calling you right now. Adding you to this call. Here. Think I'm playing. You know, you hear these shows with these recordings. Yeah. This is one of those times. Yes, Marlon, I am calling you and I'm adding you to this conference call. All right, ladies.
I'm here.
So now I have Marlon on here before I go off into the musical therapy segment. Marlon, real quick.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So, face to face, a woman said to you, "You're not like the other guys. You're more intelligent than they are." And this was recently.
Fairly recently, yeah.
Is that someone that you met for the first time saying that to you?
No, no, it was someone I've kind of been around. Someone that I work with sometimes.
Okay. So now this is different because, like Mel said, it's there's an era of familiarity already.
Uh-huh.
But someone, have you ever met someone for the first time and a female, and they use one of those lines to you?
Yeah, that's happened.
See, I told y'all, Marlon is the boss. I told y'all, didn't I tell you, ladies?
Marlon was the
Marlon is the
boss. We
boss.
already knew.
Well, that all magically happened after I turned 40. I don't know what happened before 40. Like I couldn't buy attention from women before I was 40.
You matured.
Yeah, you had to grow up. So,
I think that something magical happens when the calendar turns. That's what I think. I'm the same person I was before I was 40.
boy. So, how did that work out for you, Marlon? How did it feel when you were approached?
Well, the first thing I try to do, I try to kind of decipher the whole thing. Like, okay, is this a friendly person or is this person that's interested?
All right, stop right there.
I kind of feel the situation out and try to make that determination.
Ladies, is he overthinking?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I can
Flow with it.
I mean, I do go with it, but in the back of my mind, I okay. But then eventually it plays out, and it becomes obvious which it is. So.
But that's how so many men put themselves in the friend zone. And I'll just put it out there like that.
Wow.
You know, when you start looking at, is she interested or does she just want to be my friend? You have already placed yourself in the friend zone.
Wow.
Because that should even be an option. I mean, why are you even looking at it that way? Just go with that she's interested.
Really?
Or just go with, just actually don't even put her in a box. So get rid of the boxes and just go with what happens.
Exactly.
You know, there's a chemistry. You know, if the chemistry is there, it's there.
Mm-hmm.
So many guys put themselves in the friend zone that they really wouldn't have been there if they hadn't placed themselves there.
And I'm probably guilty of that.
I refuse to be placed in a box. Not even when I die.
I was just saying that, you know, earlier in my show, talking about Queen Ifrica. I once asked her, what is she as an artist? Is she a singer? Is she a DJ? Is she a sing-jay? And that was her answer. Mm-hmm. Don't put me in a box.
Right.
And so it's funny that this comes up again.
See, there you go. Marlon, do not put yourself in a box either. Run with it. If she's going to tell you that you're different from other guys, you're more intelligent, know that she wants to know how well you can add and subtract and divide and not necessarily multiply, but
well, from this day forward, I'll be Usain Bolt. I'll just run with it.
Just run with it.
There you go.
Marlon, Happy, Michelle, I want to thank you all. I almost feel like I don't need any musical therapy, but I still need it. to get me through this
We need it.
struggling.
We need it.
It's a necessity.
Thank you for allowing us this time.
My pleasure.
Yes,
My
this is
pleasure.
fun.
And thank you all again for the insight. I learned a lot, and my notebook is full.
There you go, Marlon.
I like
It's going to
that.
be a test next week. All right. There will be a test.
All right, so if any of you hear me asking the question, gee, what am I gonna do for my next Real Talk show? We already know, and you should just remind me how to approach on social media. How to approach by way of social media. That is what I intend to do next week.
Or how not to.
Yeah, well, one covers the
Probably
other.
more of that. Yeah.
We probably should go
I got a whole
how
list
not to,
for you for
right?
that one.
I think you're right, Marlon. I think you're right. All right. So, musical therapy time. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We're
All
gonna.
right,
Good
thank you. Good night, all.
Good night, everyone.
All right.
Bye.
Boy, that was fun. I don't know why people don't call in more often. They just know how to just make a show. This is out of Catalyst Crew. The track is called Woman.
Woman, your heart is like a work of art to me, yeah. Queen by my side, you are a lioness, so truly. Fairer than 14 million stars, your light shine through, yeah.
Talk about lyrics.
There's nobody like you. Lord, the way you're pretty, the off call you rose. Fresh from the garden, best thing ever grown. Beautiful from the crown to your toes. And all of the intelligence to challenge the pros. When the evening comes and sunshine come, you radiate, illuminate the spot where you sit down, girl. You are foundation, no other one can start the show quite like you. Oh, woman, your heart is like a work of art to me, yeah. Queen by my side, you are a lioness, so truly. Fairer than 14 million stars, your light shine through, girl. Pretty little Rata, there's nobody like you. I may respect every good quality where you own. Kind and caring angel to your bone. Righteous in your heart and soul, girl. You blow my mind, no joke. Masterpiece won't sell to any old bidder. Solid as a rock, your standard set higher. That's good MVP, you're the winner. Fulfill my pleasure now, girl. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Woman, your heart is like a work of art to me, yes. Queen by my side, you are a lioness, so truly. Fairer than 14 million stars, your light shine through, yes. Pretty little Rata, there's nobody like you. Oh.
10 minutes to the top of the hour. 10 minutes before I roll out of here for the remainder of this week. Thank you guys for making this show what it was.
Woman, your heart is like a work of art to me, yes. Queen by my side, you are a lioness, so truly. Fairer than 14 million stars, your light shine through, yes. Pretty little Rata, there's nobody like you. Oh, yeah. Ta 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 ta. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, girl. Ta 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 ta. Oh, 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 oh. Ta 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 ta. Oh, oh, yeah. Girl, you got the moves, you got the juice, you got the flavor, got the sauce, oh yeah. Anywhere you wanna go, just say the word and you know I'ma take you there, oh yeah.
This is the sound of King Charles. It's called Juice.
Just wanna make you mine, so waste no time. Change your life. You and I will chase the skies and no limit. If you want to, you can be my queen and I will be your king forever. If you want to, you can be my queen and I will be your king forever. Oh yeah, girl, you got the moves, you got the juice, you got the flavor, got the sauce on yeah. Anywhere you wanna go, just say the word and you know I'ma take you there. Oh yeah, if you need somebody to remind you, if you feel lost, I'll find you. Oh, I just wanna make you mine. So if you want to, you can be my queen and I will be your king forever. If you want to, you can be my queen and I will be your king forever.
Somebody and big. I mean she wants to touch her. Some of her fancy things and take her on the world, but I mean she wants to touch her. When we touch it like rain apart. I mean she wants.
It's on a Bingy Blaze.
A Rasta she want, a Rasta she want.
Track is called Rasta Touch.
So I touch her in the morning, touch her in the evening. Good loving from the Rasta man she receiving. Loyal empress, I me know she no deceiving. She a blaze, movie is fine, dinner is fine, but right now she need to unwind. It's touching time. She tell me say a touching time. So ma come in house and money and vehicle. I mean she want to touch her. So ma buy her fancy things and take her on the world, but I mean she want to touch her. When we touch it's like rain a fall. I mean she want to touch her. A Rasta she want to touch her. A blaze, she feel like she wanna fly. She never yet been so high. She's in love, she cannot deny. Oh me, oh my, oh me, oh my. Rasta I give her more than text. Stimulate her mind, body, soul, intellect. Take her to some place that she never been yet. Seen some things that she never seen yet. She said me want you bingy, trust me. She said me need you bingy, touch me. She said me want you bingy, trust me. She said me need you bingy, touch me. So I come with house and money and vehicle. Now me she want to touch her. So I buy her fancy things and take her on the world. But I me she want to touch her. When we touch it's like rain a fall. Now me she want to touch her. A Rasta she want to touch her, touch her, touch her, touch her, touch her, touch her, touch her.
Oh, Kevin, so
This is the sound of Wild Tree.
Before I could run, I found you already settled down in the back of
I got 5 more minutes before I bounce out of here. This group here
It's just a custom made.
is gonna be hanging out with me come Monday night.
Moon is our deceiver that will lead.
I'm so looking forward to chatting with them.
Your heart is falling. If I didn't know,
The track is called If I Didn't Know Any Better.
I'd be falling deeper and deeper. It's true. I hear you calling. If I didn't know any better, I'd be in love with you. Didn't want to look in the eyes of the one that I would be drawn to. I'm a moth lost in the fire. I know this is just a beautiful illusion, a case of the confusion between love and desire.
This is how I'm gonna bounce on out of here tonight. I wanna thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for contributing.
When I like it, one bit to see.
It's on about the York, featuring Beanie Man and Chris Martin.
Life is one big road with a lot.
The track is called Lots of Signs.
And more signs. We've got to make up our minds to face reality all the time.
I wanna encourage you guys to look out for your neighbors as I bounce on out of here.
Kingdom ways, country water.
And your neighbor is not just the person that lives in your development, but people that you pass as you go about your daily business, and even further. So those that you pass on the bus, on the plane, on the boat, on the train, whether you walk, ride or drive, these are all your neighbors. So do something good for one of them today, because you never know who's going to do something good for you tomorrow. My name is DJ Kevin Steele, and this is how I like to do it to you, for you, and with you. I come back on Monday. Community and Finance with Wild Tree.
Life is one big road with a lots of
after we talk to Owen K. Ferguson, a legal segment for the diaspora. And as we go into the strong end, I want to encourage you to be good. But if you can't be good at it, yeah? Thank you, Marlon.
Not sometimes.
I take my notes from you.
With a lot of signs, government don't see nothing until them see your line. Open up your eyes, you be acting blind. Cause people they come here so they want to give me mine. Say them lay you off from 1999. You ask them when you flick come back and them never give you no time. Send a letter not the mail and them a ask you free resign. Cause if you're fired and them not tell you them.
I'm out of here, y'all. Good day, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Peace and love.
Your wife left your pretty little man rep on the side. Now you end up homeless on the gully side.
Life is one big road with a lots of signs. Signs and more signs. We gotta make up our minds to face reality all the time. Whoa. Wanna hear me? Life is one big road with lots of signs.
When being in the moment is priceless, consider the ability to share that moment. If you can video it, you can broadcast it. And Pulse E-Media Group has the tools you need. Weddings, birthdays, funerals, graduations, church services, parties, seminars, you name it. Pulse E-Media Group can provide you with a secure medium controlled by you to broadcast your event. Contact us at www.pulseemediagroup.com for more information. Pulse E-Media Group, when being in the moment is priceless.